Good morning, and welcome back to the Bear Claw YouTube channel. Zach and I are coming at you from a brand new job site this morning. We're just getting geared up, walking over the property a little bit. As you can see, Zach is over there. He's starting to do some standard thinning for fire mitigation purposes. Taking all these trees right here, all clumps like this, and we're thinning them all down to make it fire-wise and fire-safe. Same with all this right here, up in that direction. Now the way this property is shaped, it's kind of like a piece of pizza, if you will. So, property line goes over to about that area right there, and then shoots up. There's a house right there that we're gonna not try to get close to, even though the property line looks like it gets close to it. We're gonna shoot up back to a corner, and that's where the tip of the slice is. The road is like the crust, if that makes sense. So we're basically just gonna kind of come through this whole property, and we'll do a quick little walk here. We have a few trees that we're gonna be taking out, like those two right there. Maybe doing something a little bit here. I see a leaner that can definitely go. And we're gonna be doing a lot of these bigger, taller trees with our Boomalite. We've been doing a lot of saw work recently, but the nice thing with this property is that it's not rocky and it is pretty flat. So, and it's only 2 acres. So we're gonna be able to get the Boomalite and the Fecon into pretty much all these areas to clean it all up. Another thing that we're gonna be doing, and this will probably happen tomorrow, is all those stumps right there. All of those are going to be Feconed. So we're gonna make this property just look really clean and pristine. One of the things the homeowner asked us to do is take this tree out right here, which we cannot do with the Boomalite. That tree is just too thick, so we're going to discuss some options on getting rid of that. But one of the things the homeowner wants us to do is fill in this hole right here. Apparently her son got a Vietnam era military shovel and decided to dig a foxhole. So we're gonna fill that in with some chips or dirt and just try to get it filled in so it's not a hazard anymore. It's right by the house. So pretty much standard fire thinning for all of this right here. All of this is going to be thinned and fixed, and we're gonna chip it all. All of these junipers coming out, and there's a couple of piles of firewood here on the property. There's 2 right here. There's 1 down by that side of the house. We're gonna chip all of those and get rid of them. Another thing that we were concerned about on this job was this right here. This is dog wire. We did talk to the homeowner and did reveal that it is not active. It is not theirs. It was there here when they moved into the property. So we do not need to worry about that. I'm probably going to cut and try to remove this wire so it's not in our way and we don't get anything stuck in our Fecon blades, because that would suck. Yeah, we come down to this side of the house over here. We've got 3 trees in this area. They're close to the house. This one's definitely going. I like this one, but this one might go too, as it holds up our hammock. There's another with the wood piles. And coming down here, again, more juniper removal, standard thinning. Throughout all this. This is already pretty thin. It's kind of a walk through the property of what we're going to be doing these next 2 days. So things should go well. Should be out of here by tomorrow and getting things done. This property's going to look completely different. All right, let's get to work. So, if you're looking out that way, which you probably can't see too well, but we got all of that thinned and stacked. I did go back through with the chainsaw. I did take a little bit more on the roadside. So basically what we're gonna do now at this point is Zach is gonna come around this way. He's gonna go up on that side of the property. He's gonna do some fecon and do some cleanup up there with that machine. While I bunk all of these trees, and then I'm gonna chip them all, get this whole area free of trees so he can come down here at the fecon again and just kind of go through, smooth it all out, make it all look nice and pretty. At that point, I'm gonna take the regular bucket, I'm gonna take this guy off, take the regular bucket, and I'm gonna drive around. I'm just gonna pull up all these junipers and I'm gonna put them in a nice big pile so that way he can fecon those as well. A lot of this is gonna be feconing and mini work for the rest of the day. It is currently 1:37 in the afternoon, so yeah, this is pretty much gonna be a lot of machine work for the rest of the day. We'll be doing a little bit more trimming up in that area with the saw, and yeah, just a lot of chipping, cleaning, finishing up. So get done with the majority of it at the end of the day, finish it all up tomorrow. Let's do it. Good morning, and welcome to day 2, and should be the final day on this property. We just did a little bit of basic maintenance to our equipment, cleaned the filters out on the chipper, the mini, and the skid steer, and had Zach sharpening all these Fecon blades here. So get everything nice and mulched up, clean up the whole job site. Little maintenance, little rain coming, little sprinkle this morning. Walk around with the mini this morning. I'm gonna put the regular bucket attachment on. I'm gonna go into areas kind of like this right here where the Fecon can't really get to, and I'm gonna pull all these junipers and all these trees. It's nice and open in here so I can get the mini in pretty easily, but all these gotta go. I'm gonna pot them in a nice big pile, and then Zach's gonna come by later with the Fecon mulcher, and he's gonna mulch all of these. So we're gonna do that in this side of the property, which is all pretty much done, aside from, you know, a little bit of Feconing and a little bit of cleanup. There's some logs and stuff up at the top, which Zach is gonna take the chipper this morning, and he's gonna go hand feed all that stuff. By that time, I should be done with all this, and we will move over to that side of the property, the left side of the property, if you're looking at it from the road. And we're gonna do the exact same thing, bunk all of the logs, branches, chip everything, Fecon, pull all these junipers out, get it all nice and clean, and then towards the end of the day, we will be taking down for sure one larger tree up by the house, which you can kind of see right there sticking up, and filling a hole in with a bunch of wood chips. They should go pretty smooth. I don't know, what do you think, Zach?
Easy day.
Easy day, he says. Well, I hope he's correct. Are we gonna knock on wood or something? Something seems to go wrong. But no, should be good. Let's get at her.
I'm not gonna cut following it.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna cut like right here.
Okay.
So when you do start to push, either way it's still gonna go, but I'm gonna notch over here so it goes more that way, so it doesn't even brush the house. I want to get it over here as much as possible so it doesn't smash the retaining wall.
Yep.
I can Fecon that stump, and then you could probably come up here and just push a lot of it in, and then use chips to top dress everything.
Oh yeah, I mean there's
Because there's plenty of dirt right here. Once I Fecon that, or maybe you might be able to rip it up, I don't know, and bury it. Yeah, put a little bit more pressure on it so I can see it now before I put a little bit more pressure on it now so I can see it looks like it's running on it. Please. That's what I wanted it to do. I didn't want it to do that. Woo! Take some pictures of that. I wanted it to control like that because if it would have felt too quick, it could have. I didn't want that.
Yeah, that was perfect.
Awesome, take a picture. All right, rain break.
Rain break.
just run? Can we just run one more time?
Alright, well, we are at the end of the day at this point. Just do a little walkthrough. We just finished up all the raking, all the chipping, everything that needs to be done on the property. So we'll just do a walkthrough in the opposite direction of how I did it yesterday. I believe that's going to be the opposite direction. It's the left side of the house looking from the road. We came through and there's all those juniper bushes scattered about in here, as well as a bunch of hidden stumps. I went through, picked all them up with the mini, pulled out a lot of the stumps, put them in a pile for Zach to mulch up with the Fecon head. And as you can see, it looks vastly different in here. So much more open. We went through with all the rakes and just smoothed all the tracks out. You know, try to make it look as natural as possible to its original point. I think it looks great. Again, same thing. Juniper bushes, standard thinning. We didn't really have to do any thinning back here due to what looked like a company already coming out and doing a little bit in trimming, or maybe it was the homeowner. We cleaned out a bunch of junk back in this area. There's a bunch of old logs and just a bunch of garbage that didn't need to be here. Big wood pile that was right here, that's all gone. Again, standard thinning in this one location all the way down. As you can see, we took out that large tree that was on the right side of the house, and we filled in the hole that was right here as well. As I mentioned yesterday, there was a 5-foot deep hole in this spot right next to the tree. So we cut the tree down, feconed the stump down to the ground, filled in the hole. It was like nothing was ever here. And over time, a lot of this natural grass will come up back through this area. When we first started in here, and maybe you remember from the video earlier, basically all this looked just like that over there. So this will all come back quite quickly. Zach and I were discussing earlier how with this kind of path through the woods now, the homeowner has a child, you can almost sled down from the top of that. This would be perfect all the way down to the bottom, a nice gradual slope. Maybe make like a slide almost, like for a tube. That'd be pretty sweet. I remember going on one of those as a kid. The other kids took me outside and I'm like, you gotta see this. It was big, a giant, basically just like a water slide, but made out of snow. And it was huge. They lived on this big hill in central Minnesota. Big hill, and it just winded and had sharp turns and everything. And oh man, that was a whole lot of fun. I could just see that being put here. And we're back down towards the bottom. Took out a couple of larger trees in this area. Fecon these stumps down. There was one right there and another one in this area. Can't really tell anymore. Everything's feconed up and disappeared. This front area right here is something we wanted to take precaution with, as we have the main road in this spot. So we wanted to thin out all of this enough to make it fire-wise, but yet still offer protection to the customer's house from the main road, from people onlooking. And I think we accomplished that quite well. And the customer still has plenty of blockage. And these trees are gonna fill out too. And that, of course, brings us to the very end. At this point now, we're just finishing up a little bit of raking. Gonna do some light maintenance on the equipment for the end of the day. And we'll boogie on out of here, probably mobilize tomorrow to our next job. Overall, I think the day went pretty good. Both days, not too difficult. I think the homeowners are gonna be really happy with the outcome of everything, so. Alrighty, well that is gonna do it for us here at Bear Claw Land Services. Job is all complete, job is all finished. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, remember to hit that like button and subscribe. It means a whole lot to us. It makes Zach really happy. Don't you want to see that man smile right there? Look at that. You don't want to turn that guy down. Hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.